Never do this at the airport, unless you want to miss your flight, lose your bags, or worse, get flagged by the TSA. In 2025, airport rules are shifting fast, and even veteran travelers are making mistakes that can get them delayed, fined, or even banned from flying. In this video, we're revealing 10 things you should never do at airports this year. And trust me, number 7 could literally get you detained. Before we jump in, don't forget to hit like and subscribe to our channel, your go-to source for smarter, safer, and seriously stress-free travel. Let's dive in, because chances are you're already doing at least one of these without realizing it. Number 1, never skip finding your gate first. Sounds harmless, right? You pass security, spot gate 22 nearby, and think, I've got time to hit that bookstore or grab some food. But here's the trap most travelers fall into. Airport gates aren't always where you think they are, especially in massive international hubs. Your gate might be in another terminal, past additional security checkpoints, or even require a shuttle ride. One of my subscribers spent an hour relaxing in a lounge just 5 minutes from their gate, only to discover they needed to clear immigration again and sprint across the entire airport to avoid missing their flight. Here's your move instead. Find your gate first. Make sure there's no surprise obstacle between you and boarding, then go explore. Trust me, grabbing that coffee is way less stressful when you know exactly where to be and how long it'll take to get back there. But what about those duty-free temptations? That's where our next mistake comes in. Number 2, never overdo duty-free scents. We get it. You want to smell fresh when you land. But here's what most people forget. Airplanes are sealed metal tubes with recycled air. That fancy cologne you just tested 5 times, it might be giving the person next to you a migraine or worse, triggering a serious allergy attack. One traveler I know got full-body hives just from sitting in a seat with leftover perfume residue. Another had an asthma flare-up mid-flight thanks to someone who treated the plane like a department store fragrance counter. A subtle scent is fine, but if you're spraying everything duty-free like you're auditioning for a perfume commercial, maybe take a step back. What smells amazing to you might feel like chemical warfare to your seatmates. The plane isn't the place for scent overkill. Speaking of things you don't want to lose at 35,000 feet. Number 3, never leave chargers behind. We live on our devices until they die, and airports aren't exactly generous with charging ports that actually work. One traveler's phone died right before boarding, leaving them unable to access their digital boarding pass, hotel info, or even let someone know they'd landed late. Even worse, forgetting a laptop charger mid-layover and watching your battery drain away along with your entertainment options or work deadline. Here's the pro move. Before leaving home, pack all your chargers in your carry-on. Not checked baggage, not I'll grab it later. Have it right there with you. And here's a bonus tip that saved me countless times. Bring a portable power bank. It's a lifesaver when all the airport plugs are taken or broken, because nothing says great trip like desperately sprinting through a terminal searching for a wall outlet. But there's something else that can make getting through security a nightmare. Number 4, never dress to impress at security. You might want to look stylish for your Instagram airport pics, but the security line doesn't care about your drip. Jewelry, belts, heavy boots, metal buttons, all of it slows you down and can get you flagged for extra screening. And once you're on the plane, that outfit that looked cute at check-in starts to feel like a denim straitjacket at 35,000 feet. Go for comfort and practicality instead. Slip-on shoes, soft fabrics, and layers are your best bet. Security becomes smoother, and your in-flight experience won't feel like an endurance test. Now, here's a modern airport danger most travelers completely overlook. Number 5, never use airport Wi-Fi without a VPN. Free Wi-Fi at the airport sounds like a win, until someone on that same network gains access to your passwords, bank login, or credit card info. Airport Wi-Fi is basically a hacker's playground, and 2025 is seeing even more sophisticated travel scams targeting unsecured devices. One traveler logged in to check their bank account during a layover and ended up with their identity stolen. Not exactly the souvenir you want from your trip, right? Here's the fix. Use a VPN. It scrambles your data so anyone snooping on the network sees nothing but noise. Or better yet, download what you need at home and skip public Wi-Fi altogether. Saving a little data isn't worth risking your entire inbox or your bank account. Think that's bad? Wait until you see what happens when you ignore the next rule. Number 6, never overpack your carry-on. It might zip shut at home, but if your bag bulges like a loaf of banana bread, good luck stuffing it into the overhead bin. Airlines are getting stricter than ever about carry-on sizes in 2025, and gate agents are actually enforcing the rules now. Overpacked carry-ons often get flagged at the last minute, and that means you're checking it at the gate, probably paying for it, and maybe even getting separated from important stuff you meant to keep with you. Here's your game plan. Check the airline's carry-on size and weight limits. Use a luggage scale if needed, and don't pack like you're going off the grid for 30 days. You're not. A lighter bag means less stress, faster boarding, and fewer dirty looks in the aisle. But here's something that could get you denied boarding altogether. Number 7. Never drink too much before boarding. A glass of wine to calm your nerves? Totally fine. But 3 cocktails and a shot of tequila? That's a boarding pass to nowhere. Here's what people forget. Alcohol hits harder in the air. The lower oxygen levels and dry cabin pressure intensify the effects. So that drink that felt fun in the terminal might turn you into that passenger once you're airborne. Even worse, if a gate agent thinks you're intoxicated before you board, they can deny you entry to the flight altogether. It's their call. No refund, no arguing, just you watching your plane leave from the bar you never should have stayed at. Know your limit. This isn't the time to test how vacay mode you can get before 35,000 feet. Save the party for when you land. But there's an even bigger rookie mistake waiting to ruin your trip. Number 8. Never leave your bag unattended. This might be the biggest airport rookie move of all time. You run to fill your water bottle, your laptop bag is only a few feet away, and you figure it'll be fine for a minute. But here's what can happen in that 1 minute. Security spots your unattended bag. They alert staff. The terminal goes into lockdown. Announcements start blaring, and suddenly, you are the person everyone's glaring at. Not only is it a massive disruption, it could get your bag confiscated, you questioned by security, or even banned from flying that day. There are also thieves who wait for exactly that moment. Laptops, passports, headphones, gone. So here's the rule. If it's not attached to you, it's not safe. If you need to leave, take your stuff or have someone you actually know watch it. Never trust, "I'll just be quick," because airport security won't be. If you've made it this far, you're clearly someone who likes avoiding airport chaos. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I drop helpful travel tips like this every week to make sure your trips start smoothly and stay stress-free. Alright, on to number 9. And yeah, this one's personal. Number 9. Never try new foods before flying. We get it. You're in a new place. The airport smells like adventure, and those spicy dumplings or mystery street tacos are calling your name. But here's the thing. Your stomach doesn't care how cultured you're trying to be. Trying new food right before a flight is a gamble, and not the fun kind. Airplane bathrooms aren't exactly 5-star experiences, and once you're in the air, there's no escaping the consequences. One poor traveler tried sugar-free gummy bears for the first time before a flight. Let's just say the only thing more turbulent than the flight was their insides. If you're hungry, stick to light, familiar meals before flying. Your gut will thank you, and so will the person sitting next to you, because there's no worse place to roll the digestive dice than 35,000 feet above the ground. But if you think digestive distress is the worst that can happen at an airport, wait until you hear about the mistake that leaves hundreds of travelers stranded every single day. Number 10. Never ignore gate changes or alerts. It's tempting to put in your headphones, zone out, and trust that your original boarding pass has the correct information. But here's the reality of flying in 2025. Gate changes happen constantly, sometimes multiple times during a single layover. One traveler I know missed their connecting flight because they were sitting at gate A23 for 2 hours, while their plane actually departed from B12. The airline had announced the change and updated the boards, but they never checked. Even worse, those final boarding call announcements are often only made at the gate itself, not throughout the entire terminal. The scary part? Most airlines consider it your responsibility to be at the right gate at the right time, regardless of changes. Here's your airport survival strategy. Check the departure boards every 30 minutes. Sign up for text alerts from your airline, and keep your phone's volume up for notifications. Better yet, most airline apps now have push notifications for gate changes. Make sure they're enabled. When your gate does change, and it probably will, verify the new information on the airport's main departure screens, not just in the app. Those few extra seconds of attention could be the difference between making your flight and watching it leave without you. Trust me, there's no worse feeling than racing across an airport only to see those doors already closed at the gate. That's it. 10 things you should never do at the airport in 2025. Avoid these mistakes and your next trip will be smoother, cheaper, and way less stressful. What's your worst airport mistake? Drop it in the comments below. I want to hear what you've learned the hard way. And speaking of things that could ruin your travel plans, you'll want to check out my next video. TSA's new ID rules could ruin your 2025 trip. Trust me, these changes are catching thousands of travelers off guard, and you do not want to be one of them. And if this video gave you even one new insight, give it a like. It helps more smart travelers like you find us. Don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on notifications because every week we drop powerful travel hacks, expert tips, and insider secrets you won't hear from the airlines. Until next time, travel smarter, save bigger, and never settle for less than you deserve.